again!
It's over!
He's done it again! Unbelievable!
Oh, straight into the roof of the net.
Nice one.
Straight down the middle. So a good performance from both teams.
Hi, you're watching Firstpost and I'm Utsav Parekh. Let's get started. On the show today, the ICC Champions Trophy 2025 is once again in the middle of chaos. Two ICC officials, Nitin Menon and Javagal Srinath, have said no to travelling to Pakistan. While the match officials cited their own reasons, is there a political influence behind their absence? Meanwhile, Kansas City Chiefs player Travis Kelce is facing heat from Swifties. The American tight end, who's dating pop star Taylor Swift, is facing the wrath of her fans for his comments about US President Donald Trump's presence at the Super Bowl. Fans have even asked Swift to break up with Kelce over this. More on that on today's show. But first, let's look at the top headlines in Sports 360. Starting with football, sports governing body FIFA has suspended the Pakistan Football Federation or PFF. FIFA stated that the PFF failed to implement constitutional amendments. Since the year 2019, the PFF has been under the control of a normalization committee, which was tasked to resolve internal issues. But the committee failed to fulfill its mandate. Meanwhile, Liverpool beat Tottenham Hotspur 4-0 in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. With a 4-1 aggregate victory, Liverpool have qualified for the final, where they will face Newcastle United. In cricket, India beat England by 4 wickets in the first of the ongoing 3-match ODI series. Batting first, England were bowled out for 248 runs. India's Harshit Rana and Ravindra Jadeja picked 3 wickets each. Then, 50s from Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel saw India chase down the 249-run target inside 39 overs. In tennis, men's world number 3 Carlos Alcaraz cruised into the quarterfinals of the Rotterdam Open. Alcaraz beat Andrea Vavasori 6-2, 6-1 in straight sets. The Spaniard will now face his compatriot Pedro Martinez for a semi-final spot. In news from boxing, Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez is reportedly finalizing a fight with YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul. It could take place later this year. The spectacle is expected to be streamed live on Netflix. Jake Paul beat American legend Mike Tyson in an 8-round bout last year. The match had garnered a staggering 64 million concurrent streams on Netflix. Over in the NBA, Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James has surpassed basketball legend Michael Jordan's over 2-decade-old record. James scored 42 points against Golden State Warriors, making him the oldest player to score more than 40 points in a single game. James, at the age of 40, surpassed Michael Jordan's record, which Jordan achieved in the year 2003. And summing it up with news from rugby, the director of the Fiji Rugby Union, Laijepa Naulivu, has been fired for her gay problem comments. Naulivu was sacked 4 days into the job after she said that she had problems with gay players in the team. The ICC Champions Trophy is set to kick off in less than 2 weeks. The host nation, Pakistan, is gearing up for the return of an ICC event. Their first since 1996, which was the ODI World Cup they co-hosted along with India and Sri Lanka. That's why the 2025 Champions Trophy is a monumental moment for Pakistan. It's a chance to prove to the cricketing world that Pakistan is indeed ready to host international cricket again. However, this emotional return has come with its own share of chaos and controversies. There's been an ugly tussle with India over the hybrid venue model. The Pakistan Cricket Board is also facing heat for their delayed renovation work. And now, 2 ICC officials are boycotting the trip to Pakistan. Let's take a closer look at this. The International Cricket Council, or ICC, released the list of match officials for the tournament. But the absence of 2 stalwart officials, umpire Nitin Menon and referee Javagal Srinath, has raised eyebrows. The reason behind this is that both Menon and Srinath have been part of high-profile games. And as ICC officials, they must attend matches at any venue, even Pakistan. Menon is a prime-time umpire. He even officiated during the 2023 ODI World Cup in India. He is the only Indian who is part of the ICC's elite list of umpires. So, when Menon cited personal reasons behind his absence, it was bound to draw speculation. Was it due to India's strong political stance against Pakistan? Is Menon's personal reason driven by India's reluctance to travel to the country? While his decision not to visit the South Asian nation remains personal, the implications are yet to be understood. Javagal Srinath, on the other hand, cited a rigorous travel schedule as the reason for his absence. The former Indian pacer applied for a leave, given that he has been on the road for the past 4 months. Though Srinath's leave also poses questions that are hard to ignore. How can an elite-level ICC referee miss the Champions Trophy? It's almost like a cricketer prioritizing a bilateral series or club-level tournament over a World Cup. That's not something that happens often. Srinath, the former Indian pacer, is currently part of the India vs England ODI series. He is still officiating just days before the ICC event. That gives rise to speculation that his absence at the Champions Trophy is more than just a leave. What Menon and Srinath's absence does is put the ICC under the spotlight once again. The cricket governing body has already dealt with multiple bouts of political drama surrounding India and Pakistan. First, it was convincing Pakistan to agree to a hybrid model after India refused to travel to Pakistan. After a long battle, an agreement was reached: the decision to host India's matches in Dubai. The second battle was when reports suggested that India were unwilling to put Pakistan's name on their kit. It's a mandatory practice, putting the name of the host nation on the participants' jerseys. This too led to a huge row, where Pakistan accused India of politicizing cricket. The ICC once again had to intervene and resolve the matter. Now, it's their own men seemingly boycotting the Champions Trophy. It remains to be seen how the ICC will react this time, because the governing body of a sport is expected to be impartial, removed from any political conflicts. But is that possible when it concerns 2 of the biggest sporting rivals who also have geopolitical issues? The Pakistan Cricket Board, or PCB, are focused on making the most of their historic return. They unveiled the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore with great fanfare, celebrity performances, fireworks, with the who's who of Pakistan in the stands. All this to show that Pakistan is ready to host the Champions Trophy. But with all the drama surrounding the tournament, are they really ready? The pressure on the ICC and Pakistan to deliver without any hiccups is sky high, because the tournament is expected to be more than just about cricket. It's a chance for Pakistan to rebrand itself. Can the ICC and PCB really pull it off without causing any more drama? We'll know soon enough. Now let's move on to everything that's buzzing before the Super Bowl 2025. Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce may be gearing up for the biggest game of his life, but he's already lost a different kind of battle against Taylor Swift's fan base. The Kansas City Chiefs star unknowingly walked into a Swiftie minefield when he called US President Donald Trump's Super Bowl appearance an honor. Swifties, who have a very well-documented history of disliking President Trump, did not take kindly to Kelce's comment. The result? The social media meltdown, with some fans demanding that Taylor drop Kelce like a bad album track, or in other words, break up with him. Here are the details.
Super Bowl weekend, the time of year when football fans unite, snack sales skyrocket, and of course, the internet collectively loses its mind over something completely unrelated to the game. And this time, it's not just about the touchdowns or halftime performances. The drama comes courtesy of Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce and his pop star girlfriend Taylor Swift, and the US President Donald Trump with a knack for making headlines. Picture this. Travis Kelce, pumped up for the biggest game of his life, is asked about US President Donald Trump's upcoming attendance at the Super Bowl. His response, a polite, football-focused, "Please don't drag me into this" kind of answer. That's awesome, it's a great honor. He further added, and I quote, "I think, no matter who the president is, I know I'm excited because it's the biggest game of my life. And having the president there, it's the best country in the world, so that'd be pretty cool." Oh, Kelce, sweet summer child. The Swifties, Taylor Swift's loyal and politically active fan base, didn't take kindly to their queen's boyfriend speaking positively about a man who has, on multiple occasions, thrown shade at her. And just like that, a perfectly wholesome Super Bowl moment turned into a full-blown social media war. Some fans even urged Swift to dump Kelce. Yes, you heard that right. Super Bowl Sunday hasn't even kicked off, and the Swifties are already calling a timeout on their relationship. As if the Kelce-Swift-Trump drama wasn't enough, this year's Super Bowl is also making history for another reason. Donald Trump will be the first sitting US president to attend the game, because what's football without a little political spice? Naturally, security is in overdrive. The US Secret Service has been on ground for days. They are prepping for Trump's visit and ensuring that fans won't be tackling anything but game day snacks. So fans should expect longer lines, extra security checks. But hey, at least one will get to say that they attended the most politically charged Super Bowl in history. Because one controversy wasn't enough, the NFL also managed to spark outrage with its decision to include "Lift Every Voice and Sing," which is often referred to as the Black National Anthem. This will be played before the game, followed by the US National Anthem. Cue the internet explosion. Many fans praised the NFL for its inclusivity, but others not so much. The backlash was swift, no pun intended. Critics called the move divisive, with the hashtag #BoycottSuperBowl trending. A few particularly passionate fans even vowed to never watch the NFL again, because apparently 2 anthems are one too many. With a presidential appearance, a fan-led boycott, and Swifties on a breakup march, the actual football game feels like an afterthought at the moment. Will the Chiefs make history with a three-peat? Will the Eagles sort a victory and get their revenge from 2023? One thing's for sure, the Super Bowl 2025 on February 9th is going to be a spectacle, and not just because of the game.
You think skydiving from a steady plane is a tough task? Wait till you watch Germany's Max Mano. The skydiver, in a daring feat, jumped from a rapidly moving plane to realize his endless skydiving journey. Take a look. That's all for today on First Sports. Thank you for joining us. I'm Utsaf Parekh, and we'll see you right back here next week. Stay informed and stay tuned to First Post.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the week. Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Pretty measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 4.3 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.